All right, it's June 3rd, 2023. My name's Timothy French. We're in Fisher Farm Park in Davison, North Carolina to do another North Carolina Scenic Byway. This one's called the College Town Ride, and it's about 5.5 miles long, and it's going to take us out of this park and along some beautiful roads right through Davison, and where we can see the college and the little town there that they got. It's going to be a good little ride. There's the map right there in the book. So let's put this thing up and look at this park and get on the road. As we pull off, you can see there's plenty of parking in here. Yeah, come on down here and enjoy this park if you're in the area, mountain biking and hiking alike. As we get a little closer to the silo there in the barn, you can see about where everything was. I'm sure there was a house sitting in this area as well. Yeah, farmers a while back owned lots and lots of land around here, and then they had kids that would get broken up into smaller tracks. I don't know how big this track was, but it must have been pretty good size. Got a nice long gravel driveway out through here, reminiscent of what the actual roads in this county would have looked like at one time or another. Up ahead I can see that. Got the tractors out and they're rolling up some bales, so they're still using this field here on the left. Trees have already grown up on the right there. Looks like they got some young ones planted on the left though, so when those grow out, this could be a nice shady drive all the way down through here. Well, let's make our turn on the Shears Road. Looks like another mountain bike rider's going into the park to enjoy the day there. Yeah, this is the start of the byway here. I haven't seen any signs yet, but I'm sure we'll see one here shortly. This byway is also used by cyclists as part of the multi-county Lake Norman bike route. Anywhere from 60 to 300 cyclists ride this route each weekend. I hadn't seen any yet, so we'll keep an eye out for them. Starting to see a few houses there on the left. Yeah, there'll be more as we go along. So as you can see, those trees on the right seem small and young, so that might have been an open field at one time. So the next road we're going to turn on is called Gray Road, and it's not too far up the road here. And there's a park right there that you can do a little cut through on, so I hadn't decided whether we want to go through there and see what that looks like, or just go on up to the intersection and turn. Well, I don't know if y'all saw that low hanging limb we just went under, but it hit the top of Old Red. Sounded like it turned my antenna around. I hope it didn't tear nothing up, so we're gonna have to stop up here and take a look. So we'll go ahead and turn in this Abersham Park when we get to it. We'll pull over there and see if it did any damage. Yeah, I hate that. Every once in a while you'll catch a limb like that if you don't pay attention. Let's stop right here and let me look. Well, it looks like Old Red's all right. Didn't see any damage. The antenna was just spun around a little bit. So let's go on down through here. We won't go up to the corner of the intersection up there. We'll skip that, and we'll come out on Gray Road on the other end, or at the other end of this road, according to the map. So this is Abersham Park, and I think it connects with Fisher Farm Park. As you can see, it's mostly just country out through here, but I think you can ride mountain bikes up in this area too. And if I read it right, I think there's a combined 400 acres up in here, so that's a good sized park for this area. Yeah, this just looks like a road down through here so far. I don't see any. Yeah, there's a driveway, it looks like on the left. Had it blocked off with some stones. I don't know what that's all about. Let's go a little further, see what's going on. Looks like a house over here on the right, a big one too. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me turn this driveway here. He probably going to get mad for me coming up on him there like that. But you see it, it's got a little turret on it. It looks like a castle kind of down in there. That's nice. So I guess you can buy some of this land up in here, maybe on the right side or portions on the left, and build you a house and then park just come right up to you. I don't know. Anybody knows, you'll comment below and fill us in. Yeah, just looks like mostly fields down through here. I don't see any trails or anything. I know there's supposed to be another parking lot down here somewhere called the lower lot. Let's see, that looks like it to the left, but it looks like a one-way way in, and then that little pathway crosser in front of us takes the other half up. So I don't, you turn your car going in there and park, I don't know where you come out. So I guess there's a way in there somewhere. But you can see the bike trail there on the right as it follows along with the road here. I don't know how far these bike paths go. I don't know if they go all the way into town or not. I don't think they do. And so we're coming up on Gray Road now. If we were to take a right, that would take us up to the intersection of Sheer Road where I told you we was going to turn before I hit that tree limb with old Rev. Yeah, Rev's mad at me now. Let's go on down Gray Road and see what they got. This is headed toward town now. There's still a lot of land out here, but there's people buying up land, sure enough. I hope it don't get too dense, because you have this beautiful area and everybody wants to move to it, but then if everybody buys a spot in here, then you kind of destroyed the very thing you was come to live in. And it's beautiful down through here right now. I'll tell you what, loving this little drive. Coming up on some houses now. You can see, there's one on the right. That's a beautiful house. And there's some more of those round bales. There's, I guess they all finished up from wherever they coming from. They got a load, and there's their little baler. On the left here, you got a beautiful fence, and down there, there's a house down there, I think, and a little lake. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Let's get up here a little further and look down through there. And you see these trees all lined up through here. Down over the top there's a lake, and got a little boathouse down there and everything. I don't think y'all can see it because it's sitting down a little too low. It was beautiful though. There's rolling fences all through here. More houses on the left. Yeah. Not a bad place to live, I don't think. So Davidson College was established in 1901, and then the town kind of sprung up all around it. I think the first row of buildings they had in there burnt down. Had a big fire and it all burnt down. I don't know the exact history of it. If some of you guys do, comment below and tell us about that. Yeah, the college was named after a Revolutionary War hero, General William Lee Davidson. It was founded by the Presbyterian farmers in 1837. Yeah, those farmers and churches got a lot of these colleges started around here. I'll tell you what, if it hadn't been for the local people and the churches wanting to get together and have education in their area, we wouldn't have any colleges. I just think about every one of them was started that way. Yeah, all these fields out through here probably grew cotton and took it into Davidson there to be sent out by rail over the years. Other crops too, of course. Yeah, major route here between Davidson and Charlotte. Other towns along the way as they popped up and grew over time. There's a beautiful house on the left you can see. A lot of newer houses, and as we get into town, we'll see a mix of new and old, and then kind of just turn into older residences. And there's a smaller one, but they're all high dollar these days. There's a big, beautiful one they're building on the corner here as we get up here to take our turn. This is Concord Road right here. If you turn left, you'll find newer houses out that way. But we're going to take a right and go into the historic part of town. I like this historical section down through here. It's beautiful. As we get closer, there's going to be a historical marker down here. I can't remember exactly where it's at, but it's for Henry Louis Smith, who in 1896 developed the first X-ray machine in the United States. So that's pretty impressive, I think. There's some of them old houses on the left. And as we get closer, you're going to see more and more cars. It can get crowded down in this little town. Sometimes it gets congested when things are going on, or on the weekend when we've got a lot of people visiting. Getting ready to cross over a Davidson Wildcat paw print right there. Yeah, the college is over there on the right side. Houses on the left. Yeah, a lot of cars in here today. Something's going on. As we come up to this intersection here, you're going to see the town green. And they have lots of events there now. Music events and all kinds of festival things. But that's it right there. But that was where the people a long time ago would bring their horses and buggy, and they would park them in there up under the shade. So that was a horse parking lot for a long time there. We're a long ways from that, but there's the town right there. And we're kind of in the center. We're going to take a right, but that's a look at the left side there. We'll get up to the end here. We may flip around and do a drive right back through town. I think we'll do that so you can see the whole thing, since this byway's not very long. But yeah, we're turning right. Like I said, the college is on the right up there. All those trees were planted there a long time ago. Just beautiful. On the left, you'll see some of their buildings. If I'm not mistaken, the Arboretum was started in 1869 and occupies the whole campus. So yeah, come into town, take a walk around. I've already did a town center video on this. We did it in the winter time. There was snow on the ground. Wasn't many people here at that time. But it's a good video, so I'll link to it below. The college owns a lot of these buildings through town. Some on the left and most everything on the right there until you get on out of town a little further. This intersection right here, if you turn left, that'll take you up to Interstate 77, and they've built a bunch of apartments and newer looking things out that way, just like you see all across the country. Got somebody coming out on a golf cart here on the right. Yeah, you probably see a lot of golf carts around this town. And this is my favorite section as we go along. I've always liked this little row of houses, both sides. Railroad tracks to the left behind those houses. And you'll be able to see it as we get out of town. Yeah, trains how people got around back in the day. When I lived in Mooresville, the man who lived next to me was 90-something years old, and his daddy was a dentist in town, and he sent him to college down here, and he can remember riding the train to come down here. That's the way they did it back then. I really enjoyed talking to him. Here comes the tracks up through here. Here we're getting near the end now. So when we finally reach it, we'll flip this thing around and go back up to the stoplight and Show you the other half of town. We're getting near the end now. There's going to be a historical marker talking about King Charles and the land grant, Carolina. But here we go. Let's flip this thing around. We're back in town now. Going up to the stoplight again. Yeah, this town can get a little congested, like I said earlier. Here's the light where we turn left, and to the right you'll see the town there. Some of the old buildings and stores people know very well here. Yeah, that town green's right there on the left. You see they got a bicycle lane through here. Yeah. You'll be sitting in traffic with everybody else. There's all your local stores, been here a long time. And we got newer ones as you go out of town. Got a Ben and Jerry's ice cream down here, and the library's off to the right. That building you see straight ahead there is newer, and it used to not be there. That was a gas station. We got a pizza place right here on the right as we go out of town. This is where the town buildings ended for a long time, but as people moved in, they extended things down here on the other end. You'll find some restaurants and places to buy a drink down there. As we go down this hill toward Canias, when this was dirt, people that grew cotton had a hard time getting up this hill in the rain and the mud. And there was a dispute between the cotton wearers in Davidson. And one of them lost out, so he got mad. He come down here to Canias, where we're headed to now, and he built a station down there. And the cotton guy said, heck, I don't want to have to fight my way up that muddy hill all the time. So they started going to him, and that's kind of how Cornelius got his start. We got eye doctors and stuff down here as well. My wife goes there. We're getting ready to cross under this bridge down here, though. I just wanted you to see the rest of the town. I hope you enjoyed this ride with me here today. If you did, I appreciate it. If you'd like, subscribe and share. Y'all take care.